All right, y'all. It is going down. It's going down May 10th. I'm getting an early birthday present for my birthday that month. It's a couple of weeks away from my birthday. But it's going down, man. What's up, y'all? It's Combo Breaker 99 back with another fight announcement. First look here. Alexa Grasso is making her return against none other than Natalia Silva. May 10th, UFC 315. This is in Montreal, Canada, y'all. Yeah, man, look. I don't even know where to start with this one, man. Y'all know, look, I was hyped for this one last night because this is one of the fights that was on my list that I wanted to see matched up. I was a little worried. Look, I thought Aaron might get the fight against Grasso, which, okay, I had no problem with, or Macy Barber might get Natalia Silva. However it was going to go, those are good matches. But this matchup right here between Grasso Silva is what I've been wanting to see. I just feel like these two styles are going to match up and they're going to make for a good stand-up fight. It's going to be that striker's paradise that we all want to see, So, yeah, it's going down, man. As y'all know, Alexa Grasso, I was a little worried about when her return was going to be because earlier this year, she did break her leg. Or I think it was around like the end of 2024. She suffered a broken leg in training. And since then, she's been quietly recovering and, just doing some light training here and there. And I knew that she'd probably make a return somewhere like around mid-2025 or maybe even in the summer. But I guess it's doing well as far as, getting back into place. So that's good. As y'all know, Natalia Silva, she's on one of the best streaks right now in the division, similar to like how Aaron and Manon did. She's got 6 wins in the UFC, all solid wins, against former champion, against Jessica Andrade as well. That was her last fight back in September. So she's going to be making a return after about 8 months off, so I know Natalia Silva's hungry. She's already said it that, hey, I'll fight for the belt if I can. But until then, she wants to fight somebody like Alexa Grasso, a good former champion. So I'm glad that the matchmakers, they read my mind on this one, or they heard me or whatever, man, because this is a good matchup right here. This is a perfect matchup. My thoughts on this one, I just think that this is what's going to push Natalia Silva to that next level as far as locking her in as the next one in line, against the Shevchenko-Fior winner, because Natalia Silva, she's done everything she's needed to do. She's got a few stoppage wins. She's, fought different styles, Andrea Lee, Viviane Araújo, Andrade, Victoria Leonardo, Jasmine, just different styles to really showcase, her stand-up game, even her takedown defense. There's been different levels of growth. I mean, she's always been a stand-up fighter in hard fights, but there's been like different levels that she's had to show as far as even IQ and her last few fights. Even her physical strength. You've seen it against Andrade. Alexa Grasso, I think this is the perfect return for her because we need to see how hungry she is. Like I was saying in her last couple of fights, her title defenses against Valentina, I didn't see like her growing in each fight. I saw somebody that had the respect to Valentina in those fights. Valentina was still showing her a lot of respect, but I just kind of saw like some regression even in that third fight. The second fight, again, there was some good moments in there. Alexa Grasso was standing her ground. She was gritty. She was tough, and she still had the skills to almost pull off another victory over Valentina. But still in that third fight, it was almost like she was taken aback, like she was just going backwards. It's like she took a turn and started going backwards. She showed no improvements on the ground. Even takedown defense was there. It wasn't there. So got to see, like, does she still have the hunger in this fight? Like, can she go in here and make another big statement and put together another maybe 2-3 fights before she gets the title shot herself, or maybe even just one against a good solid fighter in Natalia Silva. As far as how they match up, I definitely think that this is going to be a stand-up battle. It's going to be contrasting styles here. Somebody that's a little bit more awkward and fast versus somebody who's a little bit quicker and technical. I think Grasso, she's quicker when it comes to knowing a fighter's body language and range and getting their timing down, because she's a boxer. When it comes down to it, she could go and fight Katie Taylor right now, in my opinion, or Amanda Serrano. That's how good Grasso's boxing is, Would she win against them because, their experience level right now? I don't know, but she's definitely got that type of boxing timing where she knows how to figure her opponents out. The thing is, like, will she show a well-rounded game in this fight, or will she just stick to clearly stand-up? I think that with how she approaches fights and her stand-up game and knowing how Natalia Silva is, I think she'll probably try to win a match or striker for striker in this fight, and that could be a downfall for her, because on the other side, Natalia Silva, that's a style that I think Grasso hasn't really faced. That's it's kind of chaotic, the way she's always like fainting and moving, and she'll go on the back foot and pick her moments to fight. Natalia Silva likes to pick her moments when she wants to get once she wants to get in there and get down and dirty. Like she'll stay in there a little bit, but when she knows she's done enough to win a round, she'll stay on the back foot. Grasso, I think she'll stay in the pocket a little bit longer because, it's that Mexican style of hers. She likes to get in there and sometimes, go blow for blow. Even though she doesn't have a lot of knockouts, she will stay in there and try to put together a good, solid combination. That's the one thing about Grasso I can't knock. She will let her hands go. Natalia Silva, like I said, she'll pick her moments. She's lightning fast at times. She is like exciting because you never know what she's going to bring. But when she's winning a round, don't think she's going to stay in the pocket and do anything crazy. She knows how to pick. She's a good point fighter at that. Like, she does have explosive power, but she is a point fighter. Like, she hasn't finished anybody in her last, 3-4 fights. So you probably won't see her going for like a big knockout against Alexa Grasso unless, Alexa's just stepping in, head first, and she just catches her with a head kick or something like that. But as far as seeing like a knockout in this one, I don't see either one of them knocking each other out early on here. I'm hoping that I was kind of hoping this thing would be a 5-round fight, to really test Natalia Silva's cardio. And that's why I'm saying, like, if they're always going to do like title eliminators, or if you were like a former if you were like a former champion like Alexa Grasso, I always think like your next fight should be a 5-round fight. You know what I mean? Like, I think that when you're already on that level and you're number one contender still, I think all your fights should be 5-round fights, to always keep you ready for the championship fights, kind of like in boxing. Like, a lot of the eliminators, or even like some of the championship fights, or, like the undercard fights that are former champions, they're always like 12-round fights still. Like, it's not until you get down to the lower part where some of those sanctioned fights are 10 rounds, So, yeah, it would have been nice to have this as like a UFC Fight Night main event, but since it's on UFC 315, it's probably going to be maybe a co-main event. We'll see. I wouldn't mind that they throw Shevchenko-Fiora up here as a co-main event. This is in Montreal, so, if they want to bring in the French fan base, it's there, So if they do that as a co-main event, put this up here somewhere in the main card, that would be fire right there for sure. But yeah, man, let me know, guys, in the comment section. This is just the first look, just to give you my thoughts on one of the fights I can scratch off on my wish list. Hopefully the next one is going to be announced for April, which I'm hoping is Erin Blanchfield versus Macy Barber. That's the only one that we know is not officially made or even matched up. We know Macy has a fight lined up, but we don't know who. Same with Erin. And then the next big fight y'all know I want, we just need a date, is the championship fight. But guys, let me know what y'all think of this one. Combo Breaker 99. I'm out. Subscribe. Peace.